Myself, Vardhan, and the very famous Pramod JC is here. And folks, today we're going to
Cheers.
talk about the Champions League match week. Oh my God, we
We are
had a
at the end of the semis, huh?
well, the Real Madrid and City game clearly is the one that stole the show. I think everyone was glued to their TVs during that game. Uh, but I think even the Liverpool Real game was pretty entertaining to a certain extent.
Yeah.
How was it for you, Pramod?
Yeah, I feel they stole the show, yeah, from us. They stole our thunder.
Stola
I
Tanda,
thought
yeah.
I wanted our game to be the nicer one, but yeah, uh, this is, I mean, 100%, man.
You know what's the good thing about this? About
Hmm.
not having the limelight taken away from us? It puts us in a stronger position
Hmm.
going into the finals. Now the
Hmm.
talk is going to be around Real Madrid and the comebacks that they can make
Right,
and how good they are. And so
right,
the entire
right.
narrative
That's
is
a
going
good
to be
thing,
about them,
actually.
right?
That's actually a good thing, yeah.
So the way the media is going to play this, it's going to be
Hmm.
like it's Madrid's to lose. And
Yeah.
I think it's a
Number 14.
good version.
Yeah. It's all about like number 14 now and how Salah is arrogant. He made the redemption comment and it's all becoming about that. But I mean, you know what, all that aside, brilliant bloody display from all the four teams. And I I honestly don't know like what to make of all these four teams because it could have gone either way at any point of time, but oh my God, mentality monsters. We are mentality monsters for a reason, man.
Yeah, but I think it's fair to say that it's the superpowers, it's the battle of European royalties
Right,
that's gonna take place, right? I think ultimately
right.
the teams with the greatest history
Hmm.
have made it through. I think Liverpool against Villarreal, clearly
Right.
there's only one winner there. Real
Hmm.
Madrid and Man City.
Hmm.
Again, Madrid is a more team with more richer
A
history.
known face in Champions League. I get it. But what do you think is
No
this whole
case,
thing?
no, it's an understatement. They are pretty
Hmm.
much the face of the Champions League. To be very
Right. I mean, I was just drawing parallels here, but I was not taking a shot at anyone. So this whole thing about right, like about Liverpool fans choosing, Real Madrid over City. What do you think of this? Did you have those choices?
Of course, I was pretty vocal about it the entire time. I'm not sure if
Hmm.
you heard, but
Ah,
I
you
was
did. Hmm.
the entire time. I think
Hmm.
in all of our WhatsApp groups and all of our um, circles, all our connections, I think
Right.
I've been pretty upfront about the team I wanted to face. A couple of reasons. City, uh, pain in the ass team, and they are just too good. I think if City and Liverpool play in the finals, City are the favorites going in. Okay,
Hmm.
at least as far as I'm concerned. Not because we're not strong enough, but because City have such a good team that they can lose a final here and there. They may be weak in the Champions League, in European games, okay, but it's a matter of time before that luck runs out and before they change their fortunes.
Hmm.
And trust me, they will. Eventually, they are going to win a Champions League. It's just a
They
question
are
of
going to, yeah. They are going
next
to do
or
that.
it's going to be the year after that, right? So
Hmm.
going into this finals, I think they would have way more motivation than Liverpool to win
Hmm.
that. That's one reason. Second reason with Madrid, I think that's a more royal marriage of a Champions League final. Okay, I think these are uh, two of the three best teams ever to play the competition. I would put AC Milan also in the category, right? I think these are like the Holy Trinity, because they've been the most successful over the last 4 5 decades. I think
Hmm.
Barca and Bayern also, but more so in the last few years, probably in the
20
last
years. 10
last
years or 20 years.
10 years. I would say 10 years because both of them have won three Champions Leagues in the last 15 years, right?
Hmm.
So uh, I think Liverpool, AC Milan, and Real Madrid are a little more special.
More
That
historical. Hmm.
yeah, way more historical. There's just a lot of history. I think 1981, right? That was the last time we played Madrid in a final at at Paris,
Right.
and yeah, we came out winners, right? I think the stars will aligning, man. A lot of other stats like that. Villarreal and Bayern Munich were also involved in that campaign. I think Liverpool played Bayern Munich in the semis in 1981 to get to the
Mm-hmm.
finals. Okay, I think we were
Okay.
very close to playing Bayern in this semis also. If not for Villarreal,
Mm.
we would have played them
Yeah,
and
we would
gone
have
on.
played them. Yeah, it
Uh,
was a 1-0 victory. Yeah.
yeah, and even in quarterfinals in 1981, we played Benfica. We were playing Benfica here. So yeah,
In 81, the last league game we played was against Wolves.
yeah, that too. I was about to come there. And then there are a couple of other things like we did a double against I think
We got
Manchester.
a double that. Yeah, we got a double that day, that year.
I
PL
think
and
was
CL.
it against Everton or was it against Man United? I think against one of these teams we did a double in 81,
Mm.
and same as the case over here this year, right? So a
Okay.
lot of these stats, just falling into the right place, and then I think Madrid. I fancy Madrid more. Okay, I
Mm.
wouldn't. They're not an easy team to play. Okay, absolutely not. They are
Mm.
pain in the ass team.
They're equally annoying only, but for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that's the kind we would want to experience. I think we played City so many times in so many
Yeah.
finals. I think I'm getting tired of that whole battle.
Mm.
It's much more of a okay. We got to make it more entertaining. We got to spread it out and play different teams, have better competition. Playing same opposition every time is not
Mm.
that fun, even for a neutral,
It's
right?
not good for us. It's not good for us because see, even
Exactly.
I had a, uh, I, I think I agree with 90% of what you said. Okay, but the only difference is I feel whoever it would have been City or Real Madrid, we wouldn't be the favorites. I don't think we're favorites even now. I don't think we are favorites to win Champions League even now. Okay, so but here's the thing. Okay, with City, it's that annoying overthinking kind of a game, and it becomes completely tactical and less about the individuality of the players. Okay, and it's like so annoying because we don't recognize that because these two are getting rabbits out of the hat, man. It's like really
Yeah, that's
difficult.
true. I think.
And I'd rather want Real Madrid to come, and you know what? You are equally as annoying as them. But you know what? I rather want to face that, and even I want redemption. Even I want redemption.
Mm.
Even I'm like aligned in that same that whole Salah thing.
Yeah,
Salah
pretty
went off
unfair what
either
happened
way.
in 2018. That was a
Well,
pretty dark
and
evening.
it was a pretty dark final. It was a very anticlimactic final. But overall, I don't know, man. Like both these teams, we have clearly been like mentality monsters in this tournament. Clearly, it's us. We have won all the away games, which is
But
insane.
okay, um, good you brought up that point, right? I think we were given that tag a couple of years ago by Klopp itself, mentality monsters. Rightly so. Okay, I think it does apply even now. But I think Madrid are basically challenging us for that throne of being mentality
Mm,
monsters. I mean, if what the resilience that they have shown over the last
mm,
four games against Chelsea and against City, I think nothing shows more resilience, mentality, and strong mentality than that. Hats off to them, dude. I think it's very scary. Even if we have a lead in the finals, right, on 28th, going, we have like a 2-0 lead at halftime. I don't know. I wouldn't be confident. Maybe after all we've seen against City, if they could do that to a team like City,
mm,
imagine
mm.
what they could do to a defense which has Matip. Okay, given all Matip, I still think I'm really confused. I'm going to be confused about who's going to start in the finals, right? Is it going to be
Mm.
Matip or is it going to be Konate?
It is
Because
gonna be Matip. It is
you
gonna
can't
be
say
Matip.
Klopp, he's gone against all the big teams which have a striker who's very quick, very pacey striker. He's
He's
gone with
gone with Ibu, yeah. Yeah.
Ibu's the man, but you never know. Ibu maybe he may be overwhelmed by the final. Maybe it's a little too early.
Mm.
Matip is more suited, but can Matip take care of Benzema? Because yeah, that's another question. Very tricky thing. And I think that's why the beauty of the game is, um, this Madrid team. I think we played them twice last year, right? We drew once at home
Hmm.
when we played at the Santiago at their home. Right, it was
Good.
not the Santiago Bernabeu; it was their second stadium. Uh, but yeah, whatever. We played there,
Hold
and then
it.
it didn't work out.
Hold it.
See,
We played with Fabzy and Nat Phillips in the CB.
no, I mean that's not the point, right?
Hmm.
The point is it was still a beautiful game. It was a
Hmm.
game of complete counter-attacking football. We know what we're going to get. Okay, it's not the team
Hmm.
that played in 2018 with the team with Ronaldo. They're not going to be as defensive. The team we played last year,
Hmm.
super defensive, super counter-attacking team. Okay,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think a little more counter-attacking than us, but unfortunately for them, not as good in a passive aggressive attacking style compared to us. Okay,
Hmm.
so they do make up for it by counter attacking style, but yeah, they cannot go into a game dominating and then keeping it there. Maybe City's lack of uh, you know uh, self confidence came out there, or maybe the change in momentum. I think yeah, Pep I think played it into their hands. Taking
We
off
got KDB out. Why
kind
would you
of
take Rodri out?
yeah.
That
Uh,
was stupid. To take Rodri out was stupid. When you're defending, why would you take a central defensive midfielder? Because, and that was a hint of that was a whiff of overconfidence. That you know what, it's okay, okay, and you've just like I understand it's still a bad move to take KDB out, okay, but it is understandable that okay he is not going to take care of your defensive duties, but that Pep Rule, that whole overthinking and overconfidence. It's just come to bite him back in the
It's
ass.
probably a little less of overconfidence. I kind of understand where Pep came from.
Hmm.
They have a very important fixture against Newcastle. I mean, yeah, it is at home for them on Sunday. Newcastle's coming to Etihad and playing, but then Newcastle's a really good team right now. I think if you look
Hmm.
at the last 4 months standing, right, like since January, Newcastle is second in the table behind us, and
Hmm.
City is fifth in the inform table, right? So
Hmm.
that's going to be a very tough game. Okay, and if Pep wanted to rest a few players, avoid a few injuries, I kind of understand where that angle came in. Okay, but the problem is too many changes at one go, and that changed the momentum. I think when you have too many players who are not in rhythm, right, it will clearly show. I think that is
Hmm.
what Real Madrid made the best out of,
The,
knowingly or unknowingly. I
and
wouldn't
their
say
fresh legs and their fresh legs made the difference. That the Cami Winga, that I've never seen him play.
yeah,
He just came in.
really, I think we've seen his highlights. He was linked with Liverpool too. We wanted to replace him, but yeah, we couldn't. We wanted to sign him as a replacement to Genie, but he
Okay.
ended up going to Real. Uh,
Rightly so, because he was excellent. Yeah, he really his was the fresh legs that actually did the damage. He opened up everything for Vinicius Junior. He just opened
yeah,
up everything, and uh,
uh,
and these people couldn't deal with it. There was no tracking back, and I mean Bernardo stayed on. Okay, Silva stayed on, but it was just way too much for him to handle in the last
it was great. It was
20
amazing to watch
minutes.
Bernardo cry. Oh, I love that side. That guy, man.
Bro, but you know what? It's they're gonna come back. They're gonna win the Champions League next year or the year
Yeah,
after that, man.
that's true.
It's because when someone is so relentlessly knocking, okay, it's really not gonna they're not gonna be away for this long unless City do something really stupid and sack Pep Guardiola or something for not
No,
winning.
that's not gonna
If
happen.
they do something
No,
monumentally stupid, yeah.
speaking of the tie, right, and how it ended up being how it is 6-5 to Madrid over the two legs, 3-1 over the night. We were
Hmm.
speaking of changes, substitutions, right? I think it was. Um, I don't think I wouldn't give too much credit over here to Real Madrid or to Carlo Ancelotti. Okay, I think they just did what they did the entire game. That's it. I think the one it's all Pep's fault. I think, like you said, Pep Role. I wouldn't put Pep Role here. I think
Hmm.
it was a reverse psychology here. I think he just made too many substitutions. He overestimated or underestimated, however you can call it. He probably overestimated the opposition, underestimated the negative effects a substitution can have or substitutions can have, right? And
Hmm.
making too many changes. That I think is the reason where City lost momentum. They had to get all the players adjust. In Real's case, I think it was pretty simple. I think uh, Freddie Valverde, I think Dage was just insane.
Hmm.
I think he's a
Hmm.
player that we got to watch out for
Hmm.
when we play in the finals, right? I think this
Right.
guy plays multiple positions. He plays right wing back. He plays right forward. He played right forward
Hmm.
against Chelsea. Pretty good.
Right.
And he moved into the midfield area when Rodrigo came on against Chelsea in the second leg,
Hmm.
and he
Hmm.
still did well, right? He contributed to one of the goals. So Real Madrid are, they remind me of Liverpool in a way that they have a very rigid structure, but a
Hmm.
fluent uh, resource.
Hmm.
So what I mean is players can move in and around and they can still continue doing their jobs.
Hmm.
But the system they play is pretty much the same.
Hmm.
It's a counter-attacking move through either of the wings and Benzema through the center, right? And that's what
So,
scares me.
so
Very
you're
simple set of how we play.
so you're telling that their attack is versatile,
Yes, their attack is what it was time.
like
Defense,
us.
not so.
Yes, just like us. Even our defense is not versatile. Our attack is versatile. But yeah, we have not altered our game plan like this. Like the way Real Madrid has changed in the last 2 3 years. Like after the Ronaldo exit, they're they have uh, they've made like some massive changes to their tactical the game plan. We have not done that, but yes, in a way they are similar to us. In a way, yeah. I think I do see your point there. But yeah, well, where do you see this fixture going, man? I mean, where do you see this fixture play? How do you see it playing out?
So irrespective of what happens against City, in the Premier League, right? Irrespective of what happens to us at the FA Cup, I think this is ours to lose. We
Hmm.
So people talk a lot about Real Madrid. I think it's good that people are talking about Madrid, given that they did this crazy comeback against City, and the narrative is all around Madrid and how Benzema is like probably the best player now and he can change the game. I think it's great that the attention is there because I think we would silently go about doing what we've been doing the entire season, right? That's I think is going to be key, and I don't see Madrid pulling off against us what they pulled off against Chelsea and City. I think
Hmm.
I wouldn't call them lucky, okay, but they've been lucky in pockets of time, right?
Hmm.
In spaces of time, they've been pretty fortunate. That probably
Hmm.
is a more apt word.
Right. Right.
Uh, with in City's case, substitutions, in Chelsea's case, the home crowd, and the timing of a couple of goals, and all those things. So, I mean, overall, they're a great team, okay, but I don't think they have played the defense that Liverpool have. Okay, I think
Hmm.
they will struggle to break down our defense.
Hmm.
Last what they did, I mean, people can all talk about how they, uh, you know, destroyed us in 20 minutes and then just chilled the park the bus for the rest of the game in the first
Hmm.
leg, right? And in the second leg they were just a very defensive unit. I think uh, it was that was pretty much the only outcome given the fact that our entire defense line was injured, right? Our centre backs were injured. Our defensive midfielder, our midfielders, in fact, were injured, right? Our spine was missing. So their job to break through our defense was much easier that way.
Hmm.
This time, they are playing a full strength Liverpool team, and they are playing a team which is very disciplined. Okay,
Hmm.
say what you may, Liverpool is a little. I wouldn't say a little. Liverpool is a lot more disciplined than Man City. Man
Hmm.
City is a way more fluid team, more technical, more creative team. They can
Hmm.
get things done, they can change things up. Okay, but I don't think they are as calm as Liverpool. The way City play, they, you know, they don't have a very disciplined approach. They have a different approach, but even though it lacks discipline, it's fine. It's great. It's another amazing way to be good at football. Okay,
Hmm.
and that is what Guardiola and his passing, the the tiki taka, more
Hmm.
evolved version of tiki taka that City played, right? That brings. So Madrid will have a tough time coping up with this, and they
Hmm.
will have a tough time coping up with our press and
Hmm.
also our attack, our wings. I think the game is pretty much going to be won and lost on the wings. I think, and we have to mention Salah, Mo
Hmm.
Salah, right? So I think there are like four league games, one FA Cup game, and even if Salah doesn't score in any of these games, right? I think it's just meant to be
He will
that,
invariably get assists. Even if he doesn't score, he'll invariably get assists. It
right?
is like given because it doesn't matter because he is the guy who's opening deadlocks in the going in the front three. Okay, Diaz is giving you unexpectability. Like Diaz is a puzzle. He's still a puzzle. Why Diaz is working is because he's the unknown. He's the unknown devil.
So
Okay.
another thing about Diaz is
Hmm.
people haven't really mentioned this. Okay, I'm not sure if you noticed it. Diaz is probably the most distinct out of the front five that we have. I would say the remaining four. Okay, no, not Bobby. Let's take the the wingers that we have:
Hmm.
Jota, Sadio, and Mo. Right, all three very direct, very comfortable with the ball,
Hmm.
but they would be they are not people who would go engage in too many 1v1s. Okay,
Direct running, no. Hmm.
yeah, Diaz is less direct than these people. Diaz is
Hmm.
uh, very much a 1v1 person, right? And I think this is something which a Klopp's system was missing. A very, that unpredictability, like you said, it has come in through him. So defenders now have a lot more different types of problems to deal with, not just a very
Hmm.
direct approach.
Right.
So that balance is what Diaz brings to the team.
Hmm. So he's a natural baller, dude. See, Diaz is a natural baller. So Diaz will have an impact. He'll have an impact game. Okay, he will have an impact game. And another thing I'd like to point out is I don't want to see Jota and Mane playing together. I don't want to see because there is a reason. Because I feel that both of them are doing extremely well this season, playing as number nine. Okay, and I don't want to upset that rhythm by putting either of them in the wings. So either Jota play, you play the number nine, boss, go ahead, or either get Mane, you play the number nine, go ahead, get fluent with your one touch. Okay, I want to see that. Okay, so I want to see either Diaz, Mane, and Salah, or Diaz, Jota, and Salah.
So where do you think this fixture is going? Okay. Before I let you talk, I just want to put this thought in your head and let you talk around these terms. Okay.
Hmm,
Real have clearly been known for their individual brilliance this season.
hmm.
Benzema, Modric in the middle. Defensively, also Courtois has been just doing
Koto
amazing
has been
well,
amazing, yeah. Hmm,
the shot stopping, right? So, I mean, we've all seen the Courtois of Chelsea. I think this is a more mature version of that Courtois,
hmm,
right? With probably an even better, defensive setup in front of him, right? So, yeah, they do have individuals who are amazing at their positions, but they don't all gel. I mean, they don't all click at the same time. Okay, so whenever they've won games, it's in moments of madness when their genius comes out and then they turn the game around. Okay, Liverpool is a little different of late. Exact and I mean, if you look at any of the goals that we've scored, right, most of it is based is down to the system that we play. It's a
hmm,
counter-attacking goal. It's cut from one wing, crossover to the other wing, and then
hmm.
it's a very typical Jurgen Klopp's systems,
Well drilled system. Hmm,
right? So if Liverpool win, right, we're not going to rely on any individual brilliance. Not definitely not going to rely on exclusively on Salah or on Mane. Or if you look at the defense, not going to exclusively rely on Van Dijk. It's the partnership of Van Dijk and Matip or Konate who are going to catch the forward. play the offside trap and catch them offside. Again, the forward, it's the way these three players, the three guys, are front three, they talk to each other and the way they play the ball. It's beautiful when you see Salah playing a ball between the line, between the centre back and the wing back. He finds one of our players who's on the other wing. Right?
Pierces,
Beautiful
yeah.
crossing passes.
Mm,
I think that's my take. Okay, but yeah,
mm.
I would want to know what do you think about the whole setup
I
and how they are going to approach each team.
Right. So I'm actually seeing Liverpool approaching this with a lot less nervousness. Okay. Remember how we started the City Premier League fixture? It's not going to be that. Okay.
You mean the
I,
away game
sorry?
or home game? The Man City
The,
home game, the Man City
the,
away game.
the away game. The away game. There was a lot of nervousness. The mindset wasn't right. So it's not going to be that. Okay. We are going to be playing same zonal defense. We are going to be playing same offside traps. Okay. We are not going to, because I think we are brave enough right now to keep doing our natural style. And there is one more thing we are fucking excellent at: winning second balls. We're gonna be
Hmm.
doing that. Okay.
Right.
We weren't getting that against Villarreal, but anyway. So the we are gonna be doing all that. Okay, Thiago is gonna be one of those guys. So we'll have to be looking at individual brilliance in pockets only. So it's not gonna be like entire game. Yes, you. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be in pockets. Okay, in the midfield we need some of Thiago, and so I do see Thiago and Henderson starting. And although I don't consider us to be favorites,
Okay.
I
What
don't
are you,
consider.
what's your prediction? The score line prediction.
I think this will go down to the wire. I think this could, I think we could score the opening goal. We'd be scoring the opening goal or probably two. Somewhere I see that we losing that and then taking this all the way to the wire. So I don't know where it will go then. वहां पे prediction का क्या काम है?
I
I
think it's
can't
going to
predict.
be a very low scoring game,
Hmm.
very action packed, but a very low scoring game. I think it's going to be end to end. Uh, we did see the 2019 UCL final, right? The boring Spurs Liverpool final. I think
Hmm.
it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a very uh, game of that's completely opposite.
Okay.
Madrid
So
and
are
Liverpool.
you saying end-to-end game?
Yep, that's what I expect.
No, I
I
don't
think
say. I'm not seeing an end-to-end game.
that's good. Yeah, I mean
Hmm?
that's what I think.
Okay. I'm finding it very hard to picture an end-to-end game right now. Okay. I'm actually picturing when I said we'll score first, probably get a two-goal lead. Okay. And it's gonna be a very slow game. And it's just gonna be pockets. They will get some goal out of nothing. That's what I'm thinking. And then it'll go down to the wire.
Absolutely, but see, if I was Klopp, right, I'm not going to be going easy on Madrid in the first, couple of minutes or the first 30 minutes because we know for sure, no matter how many goals they or we have scored, the last 10 minutes they're going to put the pressure on. Okay, and given that they are bringing this mentality of scoring the last 5-10 minutes, so they have the belief they will exert that pressure in the last 10 minutes. So having a one goal lead or sticking on to a nil-nil lead going into penalties, I don't think that's going to work out for us. Okay, if we ever think that okay, let's hold them on for 70 minutes and then see where it goes, or let's hold them on to penalties and
We'll
let's see where it
we'll
goes,
bottle
I think we're going to
things
go
like that.
there.
Yeah.
Right, I think we got to go for the kill. Klopp knows that
You have
very
to
well.
go for the throat,
It's the
yeah.
first 30 minutes which is crucial. First 30 minutes impact, full on, full throttle, get one goal, two goals, or three goals in the best case, which was the best case scenario, and then hold it, and then dictate the tempo, and then see
Hmm.
where it goes. Right? Anything less than a two-goal lead at halftime, I think that would reduce our chances of winning. Unfortunately, because that's how good this team is. Because Madrid, right? I'm seeing this time and again, they get better over time in a game. In the 90 minutes, they
Yeah,
get
yeah,
better.
yeah.
They don't start that amazingly well, but they do end very well. Okay, and I think we
Hmm.
should capitalize. on their weakness. If it's their first 20, 30 minutes, put that pressure, and then learn from the mistakes that City made, learn from the mistakes that Chelsea made, and
Hmm.
use that to protect that lead. That is the only
Right.
way I see get an early goal. That's the only way I see us winning this trophy.
Right. Yeah. We have to go for the throat. We have see that's the primary thing. Okay, what we weren't in 2018 is brave. Okay, we weren't. Okay, we got to be brave. We got to take this head on. Go for the throat. We got to grab it. Okay, because I feel the whole Salah interview was a little candid because it felt like you know these guys know something that we don't. It felt like that. Like, do you know something that we don't? Like, are you gonna fucking surprise us in some other way? Because I think he's gonna pull something out. Tactically, I think Klopp is prepared. Because otherwise, I don't think an interview like that would be approved. Yeah,
Okay, see,
don't you
that's
think
where I
so?
have this one question about what you're saying, right? Klopp being tactically prepared. Uh, we've seen this, I think, even in this Pep's masterclass, not the Guardiola, Pep Linders, right? His
Blinders.
masterclass where
Hmm.
he spoke about how analyze the Barcelona game, right?
Yeah.
He
Right.
spoke about this one aspect of Klopp where we don't try to change the way we play game to game.
Hmm.
We play the exact same way every
Hmm.
game, and
Hmm.
then we make minor tweaks to which players play in which position, and then what transitions happen between players, what
Hmm.
movements they make, and then capitalizing mainly on the
Hmm.
situation and on the opponent's mistakes. Okay, that's what
Hmm.
this Klopp's legacy is built upon,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
this will be key. Klopp tactically, whenever he makes a tactical change, right, seldom does it work out. Okay,
Hmm.
I think if you talk about Pep Roulé, I Klopp Roulé is equally bad. If all there's anything like a Klopp Roulé, I think that's uh, it's
Hmm.
very ineffective, I would say. I think
Hmm.
Klopp is that guy. So I'm not sure if you know this, but during the late 2010s, right, when Fergie was managing United and Rafa was leading us, it was very simple. If Fergie something didn't work, right, if hers plan A didn't work, he had a plan B.
Hmm.
Okay, if Rafa had a plan A, he only has a plan A, and then he'll again change one player and then continue with the planning. He wouldn't have a plan B. You can call it down to the lack of resources, playing
Hmm.
players' resources, or lack of whatever, right?
Probably lack of resources because that's how
Uh,
we used to. No, we
but
used to abuse also Torres. No? Huh?
yeah, but he was pretty much the same even with other teams that he subsequently managed. I think
Hmm.
more recently we've seen that at Everton, right? He didn't change too many things. I think he was playing a very conservative,
Hmm.
play at Everton for Everton.
Hmm.
So I think these are important things which will come into play. Okay, I think Klopp is very Rafa-like. He has a game plan. He sticks to
Hmm.
it. He changes personnel to shuffle things, but it's mainly the same approach that he takes. It's probably the
Hmm.
intensity goes up a notch, right? And then personal changes. But otherwise, I think tactical changes is something for Pep Guardiola. I think he's good at that, at least
Hmm.
most of the time. And
Hmm.
maybe it's for someone like a Tuchel, but yeah,
Hmm.
not for a Klopp, right?
Dude, we often underestimate Klopp's tactical this thing, okay, versatility because it's not just in the form of formations. It's a complete way you approach the game. Like it's not just let's change it to 3-1 or it's let's change it to the 4-5-1. It's not just that. It's like he makes tweaks in way different. The channels of attack changes. That's what I'm trying to say. When I say for tactical changes, I'm telling the channels change. Okay, we are conditioned to attack a certain way. Those whole things get like completely twirled around. That's what I mean. Okay, so I hope I'm being understood.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from, but
Hmm.
yeah, I would still not go that far in saying Klopp is a tactical genius or thing. I
mm,
think that's for Mourinho. That's where
mm,
Pep's. He's a lot more conservative, and he knows his plan. He's someone who plans well in advance, and he knows just the right amount of changes to make. Okay,
mm,
so I think Klopp's approach to managing games is really different, and I think that it's a good thing in a way, knowing in what
mm.
you prepared and trusting the process. I
Yeah,
think
because
that right.
right. See, the other reason why I said this is because in the last 5 years, I have never heard any player giving an interview like this. Before a fixture, choosing what team I want, saying all this. This is there's something odd about this. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
see, the thing is, I'm not sure if you saw the entire interview, okay, the
Hmm,
Mosala interview. I think
hmm,
he was boxed into those questions.
hmm,
Uh, he also tried to avoid that question, okay. So his first initial reaction was, I wouldn't really have a preference, but if you ask me, if you push me, I would prefer Madrid, and he doesn't end over there. Okay, so the media picked up on that line that, oh, I want
hmm,
Madrid, I want to face Madrid in the final, which is typical
hmm,
media type,
hmm,
media esque. But then
hmm,
what he really said over there was, I want to play Madrid because City are a very tough team to beat. We've played them 3 times and we know how tough they are. Madrid is also a very tough team. It's not that they're not, but I would rather face Madrid. Personally, I would face Madrid. That's it. He did not give
hmm.
any reason.
Yeah, I saw the interview. Rio and Owen were there. No, I
Yeah.
saw the
I think
interview.
like 4 pundits over there all are boxing him into questions. I think you're bound to, answer it one way or the other, right?
Hmm,
Uh,
hmm,
Given that he's played City so many times, his personal preference is to play a different team. I wouldn't complain. And of course, he has a score to settle.
hmm,
I think it's good he's being very honest. And yeah, if a similar scene would have happened to a City player, I think they would have given a similar, you know, if this was a City and the Chelsea final, right? So the last time this happened to City, De Bruyne went off injured in a Champions League final against
hmm.
Chelsea, right? Last year this
Right,
happened. And if
right.
the same fixture was going to happen this year, and if
Hmm,
someone was interviewing De Bruyne, he would say the same thing. He would say that he would rather face Chelsea over a different team.
right.
I think it just, I think it's a media mind game there, cherry picking on certain words and lines that Salah used.
No, I felt that Salah was being far more candid. I saw the interview. I saw the way he was talking to Rio and Owen. Like usually our players are very, they keep the cards very close to their chest. Okay. And this time he was more like relaxed and he was more this thing. And I felt that, okay, you know what? It gave me a lot of confidence actually. I felt more like, dude, no, no, don't say that, don't say that. It was more like that. But inside it gave me confidence that okay, maybe they'll pull some trick. They have something in mind. Well, what do we know? That's what I thought.
Right. But yeah, I think Salah, I'm all with him, dude. I don't really care if we win the final or if we lose.
Mm.
I think the outcome does not really matter right now. I think the effort matters more. Uh,
Wha-
uh, but having said that, I think we still are favorites. I think we'll win, but I wouldn't be too worried even if we lose,
mm.
because well, the Premier
100%,
League is
dude.
way more important.
100%. The record that we have already achieved, it's a fucking beautiful thing.
Yep,
We have played 100% of all the games that are available. I mean,
exactly.
I can't believe
All possible
we've
games.
achieved that. And Hendo has played like 51 games or something this season now.
Right.
Hendo has played 51 fucking games this season. And
Unreal.
it's, I mean, I don't even know where, like, we are playing a game every 3 days. This is the stuff of dreamers, yeah. So I'm with you there. I don't care about, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy even if we, go home with just a League Cup. I'm really glad. I've
Okay. I think the memories are already made, dude. I think
right,
we've have memories to take away from the season.
right.
Uh, but yeah, I think battle of the European royalties, right? I think
Hmm.
it's probably the best fixture we're going to see in a long time. I think at least as a Liverpool fan, even for Real Madrid fans, right? I can speak for them that they would feel the same. Beating a strong team in the finals, beating a
Mm.
team with more tradition, more history, would always be their preference than beating City. I'm not taking
Right,
dig at City here. I'm just saying, anybody would want to beat a big brand. Uh,
right, right,
that's how it goes.
right, right.
Apple would want to beat a Microsoft at a major product launch, right? They would rather beat them than beat
Huawei.
Huawei or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Solid.
I think it's gonna be great. May 28th. I think Peacock. We do have big plans. Yeah,
We have big plans,
that's
man. I'm telling you, we have big plans. You are gonna be pissing tears out of your eyes. I'm telling you because it's massive. We've already started.
right.
Yeah.
Nice. Cheers, man. I think on that note, I think we can conclude this talk. It was great talking about what the future holds.
Mm.
It's pretty much going to be a make or break to our moods, I suppose. I think at least my state of mind is going to depend on what happens in the next couple of games. Whether we go into uh, blackout on social media, or we go full aggressive on social media with
Right.
being active.
We'll be
I think
proud either way. This is nothing, you know. He's given us a freaking dream like this, and we're gonna hide in our caves because we didn't win like we didn't win quadruple or something nonsense rubbish. I mean,
all right,
we've
easy.
just
Cheers, man.
yeah
I think on that note, we can conclude today's call.
right
Cheers, man.
right.
See you
Yep.
soon.
Cheers.